So, how do you get to Benaroya Hall? To paraphrase the old joke, practice, practice, practice. But making a trip to the home of the Seattle Symphony on 3rd and University downtown is no laughing matter for Senior VP of Marketing and Business Operations, Charlie Wade.
It's complicated.
The Symphony, like other businesses, braced for the closure of the Alaskan Way Viaduct on January 11th, the start of a long list of major projects expected to put the squeeze on Seattle area traffic through the year 2023.
I will say, so far, so good.
The Symphony has not seen big drop-offs in attendance as of yet. Tickets for many of its shows were sold long before the squeeze began. But with the closure of the viaduct came extended Metro buses only hours on 3rd Avenue outside Benaroya, meaning access for thousands of concert patrons and thousands more kids in programs here is now a bit out of tune.
It's gotten more difficult. I mean, we work with the city as much as we can to have them help us, with the situation, but we definitely face challenges.
We stationed a commander in the traffic operations centers.
City leaders are learning more about those challenges from Seattle DOT.
Everybody was aligned and had traction and knew how we were identifying ideas and problems and resolving them as a team.
Despite all the celebration surrounding the viaduct closure and the opening of the new 99 tunnel, getting through the Seattle squeeze is about to get worse. The downtown transit tunnel will be light rail only starting in March, pushing 7 major regional bus routes out onto Seattle streets.
We're not done.
The Alaskan Way y se abra el nuevo túnel de la ruta.
State and local leaders have gone to great lengths to inform and prepare area commuters for what's next. But Keith Kyle still sees trouble on the road ahead.
The tunnel is kind of a solution that misunderstands the problem.
Kyle is executive director of the advocacy group Seattle Subway and part of a new coalition called MASS, or Move All Seattle Sustainably. MASS is calling on local leaders to keep buses moving and boost bike and pedestrian safety during the Seattle squeeze. Kyle says the new tunnel, which does not have any downtown exits and which will not be used by any major bus routes, could actually cause more congestion.
What it's going to create are choke points at either end of downtown in places that are already overtaxed, over capacity, like around South Lake Union.
Kyle and other advocates applaud what local officials have done to ease the pain of the Seattle squeeze. But MASS is still pushing for better transit links to encourage a lot more commuters to drive a lot less.
We want to move towards a Seattle where people don't have to be dependent on cars and feel like they can get where they need to go without them.
That's already happening, says Tim Cunaholm of the Seattle Aquarium.
Viadoom has really turned out to be Viadud, or what I like to call Viazoom.
Cunaholm says innovations like the state-funded free shuttle from Pioneer Square to the waterfront and Seattle Center, plus a resourceful commuting public, has significantly reduced the projected impacts of the squeeze.
I think the Seattleite is used to this construction impact. They're leaving work earlier, they're staying later, they're adjusting their schedule. Maybe some people are telecommuting. There's programs and options for everyone.
In fact, the aquarium reports more visitors this January than last year. What Cunaholm hopes is a growing trend with the building of a new waterfront park now in progress.
It's a fantastic future with the expansion of the aquarium sort of being right in the middle of that. The future is super bright along the waterfront.
But advocates don't want that bright future to overshadow some serious concerns.
The thing that we want to see right now is safe places for people to ride.
Claire Martini is policy manager for the Cascade Bicycle Club, which also joined the group MASS to hold elected leaders accountable.
There's certainly been challenges for the city in the last couple of years, particularly related to the Move Seattle levy.
Martini says several voter-approved improvements to bike and pedestrian facilities in Seattle have not yet been completed. Despite that, bike commuting more than doubled from West Seattle at the start of the squeeze. All the more reason, Cascade says, to build Seattle's basic bike network.
The timing couldn't be better to meet that demand with safe and connected and protected routes.
The political timing is important too. With a new leader of the Seattle DOT, a rapidly growing city, and some new faces coming to the city council this fall, Get ready for the Seattle squeeze to take a firmer hold on the attention of advocates and officials alike.